from my reflections in observing from an intelligence standpoint, that they will fight with their bare hands if they have to, if they don't have terms that are acceptable to an enduring peace.
As the war continues, Ukraine faces the challenge of overcoming Russia's significant advantages in manpower, financial resources, and industrial capacity. To counter these disparities, Ukraine must rely on strategic ingenuity and technological advancements. The only way we can win this war is to be smarter than Russia, says a source from Ukrainian armed forces. This philosophy has shaped Ukraine's military strategy, leveraging innovation and adaptability to counterbalance Russia's numerical superiority. One of the most pivotal elements of modern warfare is the use of drones. These unmanned aerial vehicles have become the deadliest weapons on the battlefield. While Ukraine has ramped up its drone production significantly, traditional artillery remains a crucial component of its defense efforts. In 2022, Ukraine lacked domestic artillery production. However, the situation has dramatically changed. Last year, we produced 2.4 million artillery shells, covering everything from 60mm mortars to 155mm artillery, military officials report. This year, we will increase production even further, the source said. This significant boost in domestic manufacturing underscores Ukraine's commitment to self-reliance and sustainability in its military supply chain. Recently, President Volodymyr Zelensky announced the successful deployment of Ukraine's new domestically produced cruise missile, the Long Neptune. With an impressive range of 1,000 kilometers, this missile was used to strike a Russian oil refinery. However, what remains less widely known is that this was not its first use. The first time we used it, we attacked a military target on the occupied Crimean Peninsula, reveals Zelensky. Additionally, today we tested a completely new system, though I cannot disclose any details yet. As Ukraine continues to enhance its military capabilities, its focus remains on outmaneuvering Russia through innovation and strategic precision. By combining cutting-edge technology with smart tactics, Ukraine aims to shift the balance on the battlefield in its favor. Russian forces are reportedly suffering from a severe shortage of FPV drones. They only receive a few poor-quality drones a day from state-approved companies, despite volunteer manufacturers having produced much better drones which the state is refusing to support. Russian war bloggers have been complaining for at least a year that volunteer efforts to mass-produce drones, replicating Ukraine's very successful drone program, are being blocked by the Russian military-industrial complex and its allies in the army. Russia does have a volunteer drone production program which is described in detail in the thread below. However, the so-called People's Military-Industrial Complex clearly has problems in getting its products to where they are needed. The Veterans Notes Telegram channel, which is written by a Russian UAV operator currently serving on the front line, complains, 5 to 6 FPV drones per day for a strike UAV crew? What is that even about? I will never believe that our country does not have the money to provide unlimited use for all strike UAV crews in the Russian armed forces. But now our crew is allocated 5 to 6 drones per day. Half of them do not bind to their remote controls because they are crap. We make our own drones ourselves. Good drones. All operators who have worked with our drones confirm this. Crews from other armies and units who know about our drones contact us with a request to exchange the drones that they are given for ours. Gritting our teeth, we exchange them in a ratio of 1 to 3. Because there is nothing to take away from them except for engines and some other small parts, we can produce 5,000 drones per month at the capacities that we currently have. But no one gives a damn. They buy non-flying crap with government funds and issue it to the units, which the operators then bring to us with a request to exchange for ours. Wherever we've applied, they've ignored us. Screw it. If you don't want to increase production of good drones by 5,000 units, give us at least more shit. Not 5 to 6 per day, but 20 to 30. We'll assemble 10 normal ones from them. Bitch, there is a finished product. Finished. Created with public and private funds. A lot of money has been invested. Everything is there to produce. We are not asking to make money on this. Give us money for components so that we can at least provide our UAV units with good products that reach their target. We are not asking for anything else. Well, my patience has simply run out. I don't have 30 million rubles a month to cover the unit's need for FPV drones. Because they issue 5 drones a day, we have to send 1 soldier from the position for these drones every day, and thus burn the position from which the crew is working and risk the life of the operator, a valuable specialist who is considered a rare specimen at the front. It's been 4 years. Come on, guys. How much longer can this go on? Just be honest. Is this looks like a grown individual to you? Or worst, as a US president? In a post on his Truth Social platform, Trump blasted a portrait of him that has been hanging in the Colorado state capitol and demanded its removal. Nobody likes a bad picture or painting of themselves, but the one in Colorado, in the state capitol, put up by the governor, along with all other presidents, was purposefully distorted to a level that even I, perhaps, have never seen before. The artist also did President Obama, and he looks wonderful, but the one on me is truly the worst. She must have lost her talent as she got older. In any event, I would much prefer not having a picture than having this one. But many people from Colorado have called and written to complain. In fact, they are actually angry about it. I am speaking on their behalf to the radical left governor, Jared Polis, who is extremely weak on crime, in particular with respect to Tren de Aragua, which practically took over Aurora. Don't worry, we saved it, to take it down. Jared should be ashamed of himself. CIA Director John Ratcliffe. Generally, the public assessment is that Russia has the battlefield advantage, is grinding forward slowly. However, I want to say that with regard to the Ukrainian resistance, the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian military have been underestimated for a period of several years now.
General Cruz's comments, I agree with his assessment and generally the public assessment that Russia has the battlefield advantage, is grinding forward slowly. I want to comment on that, however, to say that with regard to the Ukrainian resistance, the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian military have been underestimated for a period of several years now. And ultimately, I'm convinced from my reflections in observing from an intelligence standpoint that they will fight with their bare hands if they have to, if they don't have terms that are acceptable to an enduring peace.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.